So Masstransiscope is public artwork in the New York City subway. You see it between stations, but it's actually a 300-foot long box with slits in the front that is placed on an unused subway station within the tunnel. So this is what the slit looks like from the inside, where the lights are on either side of the slit. And that makes a very narrow angle between the illumination and the viewer's eye, which allows most of the light to get through the slit and make it look so bright. So it starts out sort of with the fundamental abstract shape of the circle, but the circle gets enveloped by these lines, the circle explodes, and on and on, and eventually a mushroom and a rocket ship that, and it's just free association. I didn't really have a clear plan, but I built a working model so that I could try out the ideas. I figured out a way of making a band of slits that runs around the inside of the box, and then a scroll that runs parallel to that and at the same speed, and that's the same effect as riding by the train. But the truth is, I didn't really 100% know it was going to work till the day it opened. I was still installing it the morning of the opening when all the officials were there and the television cameras, and I saw it for the first time that everybody else saw it for the first time. And it was scary, but it was exciting. I used to say, I'm anonymously famous, that the piece was very well known, but I was not. Most of my work is as an experimental filmmaker, which means I have an audience of 100 or 2. So I proposed the Masstransiscope project as a way to challenge myself and say, what would it be like to have a large audience? Would that change the way I think about making art? And a lot about its subsequent life I didn't anticipate. Now, because it's been around for so long, it's part of people's childhood. And I think it's still very appreciated. If you see it, you'll notice that few people look up from their phones or they're reading, but they know it's there. I like to say it's everyone's secret. Everyone knows about it, but it feels like they take it as their own.